Oof, I don't
Okay,
know what to do
everybody.
with Maki.
Yeah, so what we're talking about today is this is like a session 0.5. We're just
Mhm.
talking about the adult arc. Oh my god, Arcturus, you're not in the middle anymore. It's your
Yep,
camera.
yep, yep. It is. I
Fix
think
it
it's in the. I think it's in the
now.
middle now.
Okay. You think it will stay there?
Yeah, I will not move because usually when I laugh, I'll lean forward and it'll try to track me. So I
Oh
will.
my god.
I will stay in place and not let
Listen, can
auto
you just
frame do
laugh
that.
like look at me? Can you just laugh like this?
Like,
Ha ha ha
ha
ha
ha ha
ha
ha ha ha ha ha.
ha.
So good.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Ha ha ha. Ha. So stay like that. Don't move him. Oh, Ectorus, I swear to God. Did you guys see him move?
He did. He
You
just
guys saw
moved
that.
to the right.
Let me see if I'll just turn off auto frame. Let's see what that does.
There you
we
go. There you go. Perfect. Now you can laugh in any way you
Now it
want.
won't move.
So basically we're just going over the adult arc. I wanted to get your guys' idea. So you guys know that the adult arc is going to be like the main antagonist is the corruption.
Mhm.
So that's what that is. Before I was gonna be like, it's based on totally what you guys give me. It's
Mm,
like,
yeah.
what's the word? Like, what's the word where the campaign is just sandbox?
Yeah.
And I was
Wait,
like,
yes.
you know what? Players actually like a little bit of a story to follow, like something like
Yeah.
sandbox is fun to an extent, but I don't want you guys to be like, okay, so what do we do now? I guess we can go to a tavern. We can go anywhere. I guess I'll go pick these mushrooms off to the side. Like I don't want it to be like that. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the corruption is a real thing. You guys know that Mako has been in
Something going on.
there's something going on.
Mhm.
I don't want to give you guys a spoiler. Oh my god.
So what happening to my brother?
Mm.
Where he is? He's dead?
Right. So no, he'll be back. He'll be back. It's very interesting what's going on with him. But first, I wanted to let you guys know the way that you play these new characters. Remember, they are not perfect, and that is a good thing. Also, Meg gave me a NPC called Ren, who is her arch rival. And she, listen, you guys, I want to let you guys know that she gave me her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I play her as an NPC, no judgments at all. Okay, because
Okay.
Meg said, "A-okay, be as horrible as mean as you want to me."
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Ren moved into your house, Maki.
Oh,
Huh?
Oh, was that a spoiler? Sorry.
no, you
I
can
was
tell
gonna say
him.
that didn't feel too. Yeah, she moved into your house.
My house?
Your
Yeah,
your
after
old farmhouse.
Your old farmhouse. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
She's great.
She slowly becomes everyone's rival.
Mm. Let's see.
What's funny is I'm still waiting for you said we have time. We have like 2 weeks until session 1, but Maki still waiting for your backstory information. But everybody so far has given me like a rival. I've asked for 2 NPCs, and everybody gave me like some person that they like, and then another person that I didn't ask for a rival, but everybody gave me one. So thank you.
You know, I actually had 2 people that was.
Oh, okay. So that was your idea. So that is live. It's recorded. You guys all understand that. So,
Yeah.
where was I? Yeah. So, in fact, please don't try to be perfect. I know that we like record these actual play, and if you want to come off as like likable, super heroic, but you know what? Zuko was also very, very annoying until like the last season. Until he finally figured out what was going on with him. But but he has like one of the best character arcs ever. So start somewhere where you can like grow, if that makes sense. So you're not perfect right now. But nobody's perfect. But what I mean is like you'll grow into who you want to be. Yeah. So there was that, remember that part when like Zuko like kind of betrays Uncle Iroh when he's like right before he goes back home, and then his uncle's like, you don't want this, like what are you doing? And he basically just like shuns Uncle Iroh, who's been his father this entire time, goes back home to get his father's approval because that's what he thought he wanted. But it wasn't the right choice. And then you could see the show, like he starts to struggle internally. He's just angrier now. He doesn't know why.
Yeah, yeah,
Because,
understand.
yeah.
Or
Anyway,
is it after he's accept the
Yeah.
offer from his sister
yeah,
to
exactly.
go back. Yeah.
I wish I could. Another time, we should definitely have like an Azula type antagonist
Yes.
for one of these campaigns.
Yes.
Just 13 years old and super overpowered. That's who the antagonist will be. Just a 13-year-old.
And they're just called the child.
The child.
Something
called-
like super ominous.
In this game, they're called Bam Bam. I'm kidding.
The real source of the corruption.
Is this all of your brothers and sisters? But yeah, so the story's not about being seen as perfect. It's about finding out who you really are, letting that evolve. Don't think about like, are people gonna think I'm like rude or selfish for choosing? Like, maybe your character runs towards the treasure because that they believe it will save their family, and you have to choose between like saving the treasure or your friends over here who will be saved by that decision that you make. And you're like, yeah, but this treasure, I've been trying to get this whole time. I'm sorry, you guys. Like that's a tough, I love those type of like tough decisions. So maybe they choose like selfishly, but like, and regret it later. All of that is not just okay, but it's a really good like storytelling. Like, whoa, how could you do that? Stuff like that.
And it's
Love
not
it.
personal. It's not personal.
Oh yeah, remember everybody. Uh-oh.
It's not personal.
Okay, I see.
I think, Meg, you should kind of have that tagline just somewhere in your room that you can pop out on a sign.
The one time I did warn people that it wasn't personal, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think every one of your characters needs that tagline. We decided that Meg is an instigator.
Yeah.
But
She
it's
would
not-
take the treasure.
Oh my god. She's like, I'm gonna be so for real right now. Just take the treasure.
Phoebe's like, the real treasure wasn't friendship. Steps on someone's hand, they fall.
friendship.
Use your shoulder as a stepping stone.
Listen, man, I will make the most interesting choice.
Okay. The next thing I wanted to ask you guys is, so we said level 8 was the cap with flexibility to go up to 10. In terms of how leveling up goes, we could just do leveling up like well, Nimble does milestone, but we could do like arc based leveling where you guys level up based on following goals, if that makes sense. So you set goals. Maybe there's like they do this in Cypher system a little bit.
Yeah.
So you like follow a goal, you get XP. XP lets you do a whole bunch of stuff, including level up. So I was inspired by the XP system in Cypher system. Or it could just be like, well, now I feel like you guys would be at level 2. And I don't know.
I kind of loved how in the kids arc, you know how like we would do something and you'd be like,
Is a point?
Yeah, that, but like maybe for leveling up. So kind of like that Cypher system thing, because I loved leveling up that way. When we did that. Or however you modify it for Nimble. I just worry that like, you know, like obviously in the kids arc we had goals and stuff, but they changed so quickly and that sort of thing. I don't want to be like, yeah, this is my goal and I have to reach this goal to level up. And then the goal changes and then it's like, oh shit, I'm sort of like locked. Or if it's like they're malleable. So like something significant happens to you and then you can level up, or something in line with that goal or equivalent. So like say if your goal is like, I don't know, you level up when you confront something about your past or whatever. But if that confrontation doesn't happen because like that person dies or whatever happens, like would you still be able to level up if that person died? Or like as long as that issue is resolved in some way? Or like how would that work?
You're asking how it would work. Okay.
Yeah, I mean if the goals changed.
Oh, if the goals changed?
Yeah.
Oh, because your
like,
goal did change. Because you were like, I want to be a pirate keeper, and then you're like,
yeah,
fuck
you know
pirates.
I mean? Would it be would it still be malleable? You know, like would it still be?
Yeah, I think that's only fair that they're malleable, because people are malleable. You know.
I mean, like as long as as long as it doesn't create I mean, as long as it's something like you can sort of change on the fly for you as well. You know,
Yeah,
it's something
flexible.
you have to rework and put more work in for yourself to.
My idea is that, okay, and you guys tell me what you think, if you think it would take too long, but like, let's say there's 6 steps per level. So level 1 has 6 steps. You have a goal for each level. You break it up into steps. Like little, I'll follow. Okay, does that make sense?
Like having
Yeah,
waypoints until you hit.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. And then once all those steps are completed, now you're at level 2, and level like 1 through 4 would have 6 steps, 5 through 7 would have 4 steps, and get to level 8. And I did that because the steps start to get harder.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 6 steps, but they're like easy. They're like bullet points. Like, okay, I could do that.
Okay.
But if you think if it's too much, we could do like 4 steps.
I mean, there's no reason we can't try it. It works really well with Cypher.
It does, yeah. And then after every session, we could be like, hey, did you? Because I think with Cypher system, you do that too.
And it puts more onus on the player
Yeah.
to actively try and meet those as well. Because like, this is gonna sound, I don't know, cunty. I think I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of gonna sound cunty, but like, when we were playing Cypher, there were a couple of us who were outstripping other people, like with goals and stuff. Right. But it just kind of showed who was actually trying to hit them and who was just sort of like sitting in the background watching what was happening. Not that anybody here does that, but with that group. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're not hitting your goals, it's kind of like, are you actually trying to hit them?
Right.
Hello, Echo. Or are you trying to, or are you kind of sitting back and like not letting other people sort of take this? But do you know what I mean? You have to actively be trying to hit those goals as well. It's not just like you sit back and, you know, it kind of, because you quite like that initiative from the player as well.
Yes,
you kind of get that. It's kind of like a win-win for you. You kind of get that players have to take ownership, and you get
someone
like, a more
might
in-depth leveling system.
Yeah, someone might be at level 2, someone might be at level 1. It depends on how quick you're kind of just knocking those out.
I do think it kind of works out narratively as well, because that could be like narratively people could be at different spots as well. You know, like someone could be narratively at level 2 because they're reluctant to like do shit, you know. So that could be pretty cool. That could be fun to like work around with and stuff too. I do think it's cool because you do kind of nip that. I don't think it would be an issue here for anyone, but you do nip that in the bud where players have to be
that kind of
on it. Like they have to know what their goals are. They have to know. They have to think on their.
If you want to let like. Yes, I want it to be narrative. I like when systems do that. Nimble doesn't really do that. There are systems that do. Like City of Mist kind of does it when you do your weaknesses, then you like level up your cards and stuff. There's more systems that do it, but I like that it kind of pushes you to be more engaged with your character, if that makes sense. Rather than just like the GM just being like, well, now you guys are at level 2 because it feels right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically like if you want to level up and not stay at level 1, then gotta follow those goals. So does that make sense, Arcturus?
Yeah, and I do like that we'd be reviewing after, and that way we can like adjust some goals if needed. Like if we're like on the other side of the island, it's like, well, we can't get to that goal, and kind of reframe it. That was my only thing. I was like, location wise, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, because I think with BB, she first wanted to be a pirate keeper, and then halfway through, she was like, wait, I do want to follow my spirit side. So stuff like that.
So for her, the goal changed, you know, but it was like narratively, it worked out. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I initially said 6 steps.
Could change. Could be more, could be less. I don't know. What works depends on the pacing of the narrative, I would say, for steps. Personally.
It does. Do we want to finish this? Okay, so we said level 8.
I think that's up in the air. The actual level cap.
Do we want to finish the story? I kind of like. I don't. I like that there's like an end date, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, end date is fine. But I think where the level is you
like
know,
what? Because what if you guys finish a story by level 5? Is what I'm saying.
that's fine. If we finish it by level 5, that's fine. I think having a level end is whatever, but like having, like, that's why we have like the North Star question, right? And why
we're gonna get
you
to
know,
that. Yeah.
but like having like a level cap or whatever. Like if we finish it at level 5, fine. If we finish it at level 7, whatever. Like that's
Okay.
you know, like I wouldn't want I know like there's we don't want it going over this level because it's like kind of a fuck ton to balance. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
definitely not going over this amount. Fine. Like that's absolutely fine. But like being like, oh, we definitely stop here because reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but being like, oh, we definitely don't go over 8 because after that it's hard to balance. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like once we kind of like have an idea of the North Star question, we can kind of be like, oh, well, that'll probably be around this sort of level. We kind of like have aims and goals for it, and then we can kind of shrink, expand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. So the steps part is like they evolve as you grow. I wrote that in the beginning, steps are smaller. They're like concrete, like tasks that make you reach that goal. Yep. It could just be like helping a villager with a tricky problem, or just like one step could be like help someone with a problem.
I remember what mine were because mine was like for the cipher one. Mine was like a village leader or whatever, and she had to like help the village rebuild. And it was like one of them was like find a clue about your heritage. One was reach the next town to ask for help. And then the last one was, I don't know, find supplies to feed the town. And then I could level up, sort of thing. They were like my 3 tasks, sort of thing. And then there was no like, it didn't say which town I had to go to. There weren't firm like barriers, sort of thing. It wasn't like you have to go to this town specifically. You have to speak to this person specifically. Like, it didn't say who I had to get the clue from. So I was still pretty free and open to go whichever direction, you know? So they were pretty good goals. Like, they were very open-ended type things. Like, they were very... Yeah. It didn't lead me in a certain direction, you know? It was still very, okay, well, we'll go to the closest town and try there, you know? They weren't like, oh, you have to speak to this one person and get this specific trinket from them before you can level. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think that, and then like 5 to 7 levels,
they got more specific.
you become more experienced, obviously. Steps become more significant, so they involve like completing like more major objectives rather than like the early levels where it's like smaller steps. Does that make sense?
I remember one of my more difficult steps.
What?
It was complete a prayer to Selune.
Complete a prayer?
Because I always failed them. So I never had a successful one. So I know one of them was like complete a successful one.
That's the story.
It was hard as shit, bro.
That's the story of your gaming life.
Literally. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty good. So I just don't want it to be really like way too much work and prep for you to do though, you know? Because that's quite a lot. Like 6 tasks per player.
I'm not doing that. That's you.
That's what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, just because in Cypher you did it, you know? Like you did all of that.
Did I?
So I did. Yeah. You did all the goals. You did all the arcs. You did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you did all of it. So I just assumed, like, you know.
I must have been in a better headspace because I'm definitely not doing that now.
No, that is all good in the
No, I've learned.
That is all good. Yeah, no, you did all of it. You did all of it.
I don't. No, I remember I worked with you guys with it though. I didn't just make them and then hand them to you.
Like you were like, to get to the next level, these are the tasks you need to do.
Okay, so we'll try out arc-based leveling, see how it goes. If 6 steps is too much and you guys are like, someone's already at like level 2, everybody's like, I'm just on step 2 of level 1. I'll be like, okay, well, maybe it should be 4. Let's try it. But they should be simple enough to kind of like knock out like per session. That's what you guys should think about. That's how easy they should be. But yes, it would be on the player. So it's kind of like if you don't have the steps ready and the goal, then leveling just kind of stalls.
But like, what kind of goals would you want?
Oh, should they be tied to the main the plot? Maybe?
Yeah, my headspace was like you had your overarching goal, like where you want your character to be, and then some of the subsets could be related to your flaw, because if we're starting kind of imperfect, maybe it's stuff you have to work on.
Yeah,
just kind of like a barricade between.
Oh
another level.
yeah. I also like because you guys told me in the backstory information, I was like, what's your main goal by the end of this campaign? Like, what's the end game stuff? So maybe that's like the large one.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the arc-based leveling stuff from levels 1 to whatever is like little goals to get to that big one. Does that make sense? So there's a long-term one, then there's mid-term, short-term. I'm guessing short-term would be like the steps, maybe. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to make this like too convoluted.
I don't know. It's kind of getting a bit convoluted now.
Yeah, like
now it's getting a bit convoluted.
Just do we want them all to be, because you have to have a goal for each level, right? So should each goal be connected to your end game goal? Is my question.
I personally think I would run out of goals to have if it was all connected to my end game goal, and it was 6 goals per.
Yeah,
you know.
Like
how many more things?
You're like, I'm perfect now. There's nothing else to work on.
Time to create problems that I can solve.
Just start creating problems in the village so I can get like more XP.
I've created a monster. Okay. So they shouldn't be. We have your end game goal. Maybe that can just be focused on more later. Maybe by like level 5 or 6 or something, we could really start being like, okay, focus on the end game. But also there's the corruption too. And there's also that type of stuff. The goals could be connected to that.
I also have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We're creating said goals. Does that mean everybody will know what our goals are?
Oh.
I don't believe so. I know that I will know.
Because
it's up to you.
Because like say if like my goal is to like take over the world or whatever. My end goal is to take over the world. And one of those steps is to get like a cursed sword. But we have to go to a dangerous place to get it. And the party's like, I don't really feel like going there. And I'm like, listen, guys, it's an adventure. Somehow convince them to like go and do it. Yeah, and they're like kind of questioning it the whole time. And then out of the because obviously like you chat above the table sort of thing. And they're all like, ha ha ha. Wouldn't it be so funny if like one of us was like turning evil or whatever sort of thing? But like nobody's meant to know those goals. Like it kind of, do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of.
All right. So
do you really hard to kind of try and?
Do you want people to know them? Or are you saying that because it could be?
I'm down with keeping them secret. I just think it would be kind of hard
to keep them a secret.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. I didn't know. I was kind of thinking like in the electric state, we always ask like, hey, do we think this person followed their flaw or their dream?
Yeah, but we know the goals in those ones.
Exactly.
So we can know goals. So we do know goals in this one.
Yeah, I didn't have any kind of like rule.
Okay, that's chill. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, that's chill. But
so
that's fine then. I was like, it's going to be more difficult if we don't know the goals. Like if I'm trying to be like a super evil, sneaky person.
On a meta level, you could say it, and then like nobody should be basing their character's actions.
Yeah. But...
Right. Okay. So people do know. Okay, so you said like, okay, so let's say like you want to be evil, and you're like trying to get people to go to this very dangerous mountainous region.
I mean, obviously, a lot of that would be RP because, like,
right.
my
one of
character would have to try and convince them anyway. Like
one of the steps would be convince them. Another step, buy the right shoes for something. I don't know. It's like it's a little list. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
If it's too convoluted, I do like the goals though. I like that kind of pushing the player to be more active in like leveling up. But it's narrative based. So.
I bet if I looked in our chat history, I could find my goals from.
Sure, you'll be searching back. Okay. So there's the regions of Obojima.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me where Bogo went again.
I believe it was Tidewater, where they're making the sandcastle houses, and they're like constantly in development, just because like tide comes in.
So you left home?
Mm-hmm. Just because it's easier to catch fish when they wash ashore, and then he figures that would be a good starting point to learn how to fish. It's very creative thinking.
Yeah, you're like
Bogo thinks to himself.
They come to me, so I guess I'm good at fishing. Meg said that she stayed. She stayed in the village
as a home base. Like primarily.
You go out, but like always coming back. So would you have said would you have traveled to see Bogo and Tidewater?
Yeah, she definitely kept in touch with Bogo. Bogo's because she
Okay. I won't give away anything like a spoiler, but your reason for why you're not talking to a certain person of the group is hilarious.
Did you like it?
Yes.
What do you think is justified?
It is immature, but it fits. Like I think like a little. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this feels like a 16-year-old writing her journal right now. Like,
that was exactly the vibe I wanted.
I cut my hair and he didn't notice, or something like that. I'm like, okay, I roll, but I like it. Okay, a question for Maki. Your family went to Yadaman. Do you think you would have stayed there?
Yeah. I was. My plan for him is also to stay there.
Okay. Kind of makes sense. There's like a whole bunch of engineers there and large bustling city. Actually, how do you think he would have felt when he was like 12, 13? Like moving to the big city from like this small village for the first time?
I think I always been setting him up for like the type of want to go out of the small village and go to somewhere bigger. Like a little bit more like ambitious and a little bit more like curiosities and want to go to a new place, learn new things. So I think he's narratively at first it feel like we have to go to the cities,
right?
But it's something that he wants to do all along, and then he's very happy to be in the city.
Oh, okay. So it probably maybe felt like it was not that hard of a transition then.
Yeah. I think it's for him. It's like kind of like actually is moving to a place that he's feel like more belong to.
Oh,
and a place that he's have more potential for him to grow and to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
So what you're saying is, if anybody has a grudge against you, you're not even thinking about people back home. You're just like living your best life, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, love that. Unbothered.
Yeah, like it kind of sucks how people get to move on with their lives.
And
get like stuck in the same place, paying for like mistakes that like happen to them when they're a child. You know what I mean?
Unbothered.
They get to live unbothered, whilst like they're still like paying for the sins. Crazy.
And you know, it's funny. It's like that. It's like the person who used to be a bully, and then they're like 30 years old. The bully's like still thinking about it, stewing, and the bully's like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't even know who you are.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't even. Wait, did we go to the same school?
And then you stab him, and then you stab him. You're like, sorry, sorry. I was watching the last season of Black Mirror, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
imagine Mackey's like one evenings, in the big cities, like living in the big buildings, doing something fun, and like, I can't believe 5 years ago, the most fun thing that I had was to throw rotten vegetable at people. That's so embarrassing.
Phoebe in her like little fucking rundown cottage that she has.
Writing in her journal. My favorite moment was when Maki and I, when we were riding in the truck all together, Maki's like, feeding
The best
Torelli
friends you ever
brothers.
had were the friends you had at 12 years old.
Girl, peaked at 12. Peaked at 12. Okay.
So good.
I like it. That's where you guys are now. So we are now at age, like, you're about 18.
Yeah.
So it is like fresh adult, like just come of age. So like the vibe is that the world acknowledges you as adults, but still has doubts and like untested dreams and stuff like that. So you still have to prove yourself.
Mhm.
So people will still like call you kid, and even though it's like you're technically an adult, people still don't view you as that 100%. Hi. Why are you waving at me?
I'm trying to focus my camera focus.
No, he just wants to say hi to us, you guys.
Hi.
Hey.
So it's like do you guys know Ashitaka from the Ghibli? I think is it Mononoke? Chihiro is in, which one is Chihiro in?
I think if I saw a picture, I would know instantly.
Don't
like the name is
use
familiar,
reference that you don't know what
I'm sorry. You're right. It's like Katara then. Katara is still trying to prove herself as like trying to be like the best
Katara?
waterbender, and then eventually like is amazing. Okay, so it's great for heavier stakes. Still have your youthful charm. It doesn't. We do have a slightly more serious tone going in here. It's not as silly as the children's arc. So are you guys ready for that? Do you understand like how that should go? Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, here's the thing. With Bogo,
yes.
very silly little guy.
Yeah.
And when you guys played Blotcher, he was like, I'm just gonna eat. Now he cannot do that. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah. You
Okay.
can't just be like in the middle of combat, be like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna go pick that root over there. See ya.
Okay, because he will die. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
See, okay, listen. Obojima is not about death and me like killing you guys.
But you want to. I get it.
Well, that's not what no.
A skeletal frog
guys.
corpse is my entrance to the mind, so that's what happened to Book.
Okay. But yeah. I think it was fine for a children's arc. But just thinking about that going forward. So it's like you guys, does coming of age sound good as like the theme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one theme, but there's also the corruption. So what should the other theme be?
Is it possible to recover from the corruption, or is it just like once
That's
it's
one of the
taken hold? There's
When
nothing
is it
you
That's
can
time
one
do?
of
to
the
let go?
questions.
When is it time to let go of something?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, ow, that already hurts. That makes me look at Okiri
Like, when
Village and be
something's-
like, they're in danger.
They're
Like-
in danger.
Like when something's corrupted, like when is it time to let go of something that's broken, and like how long do you like try and repair it? You know,
My
like when
brother.
something's broken.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
when is it time
know?
to let Mako go? You
Like
know?
when something's broken, like how long? Like when do you when do you know when it's time to let it go, rather than like keep trying to repair it?
I
You know
love
what I
that
mean?
theme, but my soul.
I know, yeah, but my heart. Okay.
I don't know, like also like how heavy is the corruption is gonna hit? Like, is this gonna be like everywhere, and everyone is affecting by it? Is it like You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. This isn't spoilers for like BB, but I had her traveling around, and like where she
okay.
noticed it is like in a lot of the spirits, like not far and wide. Like she's not like traveling like the earth ends of, but like further away from Akiri.
Yeah.
She's noticed like spirits being a bit more violent and stuff. So, you know, like I don't know how other people have like noticed it, sort of thing. But I know that doesn't answer the question. But
There is that
not.
central location where it started. Like a whole village got taken out. I thought that's where Boga was going. And I was like, oh, that's actually a good place. But no, you went to a different section.
Oh, I mean, he
You
could
can
go
make
to
it
that
there.
place. I could change
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
Are
yeah,
we
there's
talking
nothing.
about
There's nothing set in stone.
I'm trying to remember the name. Is it that kind of boggy marshland? Because I was thinking of that one.
Is it hot water or some things?
Land of Hot Water. That's one place. But I
Is it?
don't. Let me double check.
The
There is
corrupted coastline? No.
Yeah, that's the corrupted coastline.
Yeah.
That's what
I
that's
was-
what they're calling it. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that, like kind of doing repair work for the people who are trying to live above the corrupted
Nice.
like waters and stuff like that. Kind of been kind of a what's the word for it? Like kind of sea shacks where it's kind of on stilts above the water.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
It's up to you. If you like Tidewater, that's fine. You could you and your rivals and the NPC you created, they can all move. Like nobody's.
honestly, yeah, I'm good with moving it there because it still fits. Like so,
Okay.
instead of being a sand sculpture, he'll just be
Yeah.
like a carpenter,
Okay.
helping out.
Yeah, helping out. Maybe you become more like altruistic, kind of. And your rival now is someone who's like has built more houses than you or whatever. I don't know.
That's so good.
That could work.
Okay. Can you write that or can you type that up actually?
Yeah.
And then
I'll hold off from typing because my mechanical keyboard is very
it's
loud.
loud as hell.
So I'll write it down though.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So themes of what was the first theme? Of coming of age. When is it time to let something go? Or I'm gonna say or someone. Or a grudge.
Let's go.
You're like, no, I don't think we need to.
No.
So there's the corruption. What other themes work well that you guys would want to? Well, you guys actually told me. But well, Maki, you haven't told me. Because it's I think this is a question I asked in the backstory. Okay, you're chewing? Okay, hurt. My God, Seth.
I mean, I ticked the romance box because it was there. I wouldn't be mad if it doesn't come up, but like, I ticked it.
When I say I have ideas,
I mean, I ticked it, so like, I just
you're not the only one.
Yeah! Let's go!
Way too excited. Way too
Listen,
excited.
if you put a box that says, "Do you want romance in this story?" I'm gonna fucking tick it. Like,
every single day. Every
time. Every time.
Let's see. I put it. I'm gonna add a special box for Sed's character. Horny Bard is gonna go in there too.
So
How did you know? How did you know?
I just want you to live out your dream, and in whatever world that is.
I realize, is that justifies for me to make Maki's becomes a little bit like insufferable and you know, like honeys and you know, fuckboy kind of vibe.
First of all, yes.
I love the idea of Maki going to the city and just becoming like absolutely fucking insufferable. Like him going to the city and being
Yep.
like, I'm just better than all these like fucking village peasants.
And it's only been like 5 years. It changed so quick. So quick. My God.
He had a taste. He had a taste.
I personally know some people like that, all right? In my childhood, all right?
Yeah,
It was the car. Like he's just been talking to the car, and the car's like, you know, you're better than these guys, right? Like,
But the car talks slow. I got inspiration from Eeyore for the car.
Okay.
He's like, you're amazing. And just like all these affirmations, and you're like, yeah, I am.
I am happy.
You're better off. A girl, you go on a date and it goes poorly.
Do you know what you kind of sound like? You
What?
kind of sound like oh my god, what is her name from Severance? Please try to enjoy each fact equally.
Oh, his wife?
Yeah, you sound like
Oh,
that, but, like,
spoiler.
specifically when she's doing the therapy thing. Like, please try to enjoy each fact equally.
Yeah, she's like, please do not react to any one fact more than the other.
You sound like that when you're doing the car voice.
What are you talking about? I got inspiration from Eeyore, not her.
I don't know, it
Yawn.
just kind of had that same
Okay.
je ne sais quoi to me.
Je ne sais quoi. Oh, she's playing too much Expedition 33.
Wow.
Bonjour, mon ami. God, I wish
They-
French people were real.
Day 2 of playing Expedition 33. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay, we need one more. We need one more theme, you guys. Like a full campaign thing.
So in the team, I did take on the rebuildings
Okay.
and on
Okay.
the hope in uncertainties.
Ooh.
It's I was kind of hoping the corruption hitting's a little bit like heavy,
Yeah.
and we need to do a lot of like trying to survive and trying to rebuild from what happens, and then the damage from the corruptions and all that.
Yeah, I think you got a little bit of a taste with Yang, but it is 5 years later.
Hmm.
So you guys will see in session 1. I don't want to spoil anything, but like I said, plot A is the corruption.
Yeah.
That's the main plot, and then there's plot B, which is your guys' stuff and your background and your goals, your stuff. I don't that you worry about. But there are personal stakes because at least for Mako, he has something that's personal to him. But Maki, you're his brother, so there's that connection as well. I don't know how Bibi and Bogo would feel about Mako and his. I won't say
Well, it depends how much they've kept in contact, really, doesn't it?
Mm.
what.
Why
Said.
did you bring it up? Jeez.
I don't want to spoil it. Me and John are gonna meet next week and like
Uh-huh.
continue to build it out and see how it's affecting him. So I have my ideas, but I don't want to spoil it. I would rather
think-
you guys see it.
I think Vim's kept in touch more than Maki and Mako. This
Wow.
Whoa! Why you bring me into this? What is this?
You've been to Yadaman. You've been to the city. Did you avoid him when you went? No. BB. Oh, so petty.
Oh my!
I think she would have. I think she would have.
Wow. And once you find out the reason, you're gonna be like,
I
What?
want to know now. What happened?
Yeah.
What-
We
what-
need the details.
need the details.
do you want to wait, Meg? She wants it. We're gonna have it come out organically.
Yeah. No, I don't know. What, like, why she would have avoided?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why yet. I just feel like she would have. Like, I just
Okay.
feel like she would have.
I know
feels
her-
like
I know your
You know?
first goal. Your first goal to patch things up with Maki.
What, with me?
Oh,
Do you mean me or Mako?
Sorry, no.
Okay.
Was it a mistake? Was it the real name that I just said?
she the way my ear doesn't.
I made a rule
Ah.
that if I call you Mako, everybody in the group gets a reroll for that session, and I was like, that should motivate me to not.
How hard can it be?
It's
Come on.
hard. Okay. You guys did that on purpose. Like that was very evil
What?
of you guys. And you guys
It
called
was
me.
funny, though.
You say my GM style is the trickster spirit. Kitsune. No,
Yeah.
that was diabolical. Okay. So we got 2 themes. We need one more. For like the overall group and campaign.
I mean, it was an option that we could discover the source of the corruption, which would be kind of fun, but that is very dangerous.
Well, listen. It's not a theme per se.
Yeah.
But it is like plot A is the corruption. So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
you guys are you're gonna explore all of that as much as you can.
Mhm.
So themes are more
Yeah,
like vibes, I guess.
I was kind of like hoping, not exactly hoping, but I was kind of thinking about something like in the middle of the campaigns and something big happens,
Yeah.
and then it's completely kind of change the theme of the stories. You know what I mean?
Oh,
For instance, like
interesting.
the corruptions like hit very hard, like kind of like Thanos snap his finger, then half of the population's wiped out, and then it's like after that we have to deal with the the aftermath. So
Yes,
it
yeah.
changed the whole thing. It did raise the stakes.
Yeah. So
Kind
kind
of
of
like
midpoint, raise the stakes in the middle.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, I like that. Okay, so we know what the overarching campaign focus is. It is the corruption. What would you guys say your connection to that is? Like, why are you, other than like Mako has his for obvious reasons, maybe even Maki because that's his brother, but like for BB and Bogo, why do you guys want to see this through or investigate it more, other than just like being curious about it? So I want like a deeper connection. Like
It's a chance to finally be on the right path for BB.
what do you mean?
So like for like BB, where she is at the minute, everything in like BB's life is because of what happened in the spirit realm when she was 12, right? Like, and everything fucked up in her life is because of this stupid thing she did when she was 12, and like everything sucks because of what happened when she was 12. Like her life is fucked because of this stupid thing, and like sorting out this corruption, that sort of thing. This could be the thing that finally puts her on the right path and like gets her out of this fucked up situation that she's in. Like this could be the thing that like stops her from being like a bad person and being on like a bad track and like being all fucked up, you know?
So
Like,
a chance to redeem herself?
I say it's like a path to redemption, but it's like it's not even a path to redemption. It's like what she's doing right now is not necessarily like bad. It's just not what she was meant to do. Like she was meant for bigger, better things.
Yeah.
And that's what like the corruption and solving the corruption, fixing the corruption is. You know? It's
Okay.
the better path.
Okay. That's a good connection. And for Boga?
I would think it'd be more kind of confronting his fear, because he has this kind of deep-seated fear of the corruption and what it could influence. And so like by going on this adventure, maybe he's confronting that fear and seeing that like, oh, maybe there is something we can do rather than it being this unstoppable wave.
Okay. So confronting that deep-seated fear against the corruption, you're saying?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Just. Mhm.
So that's why he would like. My question is like, why are you going on this adventure? So that's the answer, to like to challenge himself about that.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah. To either to challenge himself as well as to like see if there is a means of stopping it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. And I would say if you're now in the corrupted coast line, you've seen it firsthand and what it's doing, how it's destroying. You can see it's like kind of the nature of it, that it's not inherently evil, but it's kind of like when a tsunami takes over and it's kind of like just nature doing its thing. But like people died, houses were destroyed. So like it does like this kind of this devastating thing. But the reason is because of just something doing its natural thing. Yeah. And I think you would have seen that.
Okay.
So I don't know if that changes like his mindset.
What if he wants to understand it rather than stop it? Like a you know, like those like science
like a Jedi.
You know, like science people who study volcanoes and they get like really close to it and they're like, it's nature. Like, I don't know. Or like who go like beasts and they're like, it won't hurt me. It's nature, you know? You know, these people.
As soon like they say that
think of, like,
they
an
say that to
actual-
a bear that's charging at them.
I can't.
No.
That's not a good example. But you know, there's people who are like, I want to understand it. It's not something to fear.
Like storm chasers kind of thing.
Yeah,
you get,
like
so
they
close
wanna-
to the
they wanna
danger to
understand
get that
it.
understanding.
Yeah,
I'm gonna understand it from behind my computer
Yeah,
in my room.
because it's like such an unprecedented thing, and it's like so like not I don't know beautiful, but like it's so.
There is a thing like there is a thing called too much curiosity though. Like
Well, yeah, I mean, and Bogo's a curious guy. Like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like Bogo
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna catch that fish that no one's ever caught before. Like he does things that like people haven't done before. You know?
Right. Okay,
Like-
actually, a good idea is that maybe he starts off thinking, "I need to stop this," because you've seen the devastation, and that probably matured you a bit too. Just like in Okiri Village, you were very much in this like happy-go-lucky bubble, your family around, and then it's like basically like going to a place that had just been bombed, or like Hurricane Katrina, and just a place that had been devastated. So like that would have like grounded you a lot more too. So you would have been like,
Okay.
I've seen this firsthand, you guys. I've been working in this village for the past year, and we're doing better, but this thing doesn't look like it's stopping, or something. Like I think you would have like some more insights.
Him walking up to Mako, like, I know this better than any of you.
He's like,
I
finally,
have first-hand experience.
Finally.
Mako's arm. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, but like I think it's like for Bogo also because he's gonna like for the Dakuma right?
Nakudama.
Nakudamas. They
Yeah.
grow up much faster. So I think it's like it's kind of makes sense if you want to make like a 180 for him, like after 5 years he's like super mature, he's super serious, and he's like, the thing that I have seen,
Yeah, actually, that's not bad.
And there's like more on the line for him in terms of like his family as well, because the lifespans and stuff. Like there's more, like I have to like I say that I have to protect my family and future generations and stuff. But like his brothers and sisters and stuff, he has like more to
lot.
think about in terms of them. You know, if he wanted to stop it. You know.
What I was saying is you could start off with wanting to stop it, thinking it's super evil, and then one of the arcs could be like learning more about it. So it's not just
We
stopping
should let
it.
the corruption take its course. It's only natural.
it's the natural things.
But that's one of
Accept our fate.
That's one of the questions for the themes is when is it time to let something go or someone go or let this idea go that you need to stop it. Like acceptance is a good theme. Accepting that like someone did something when they were a child, let this go. Let it go for the love of God.
Wait, what did
I'm
Mako
curious
do?
on the
What did he
inciting
do?
incident.
Yes, it was Mako.
What did he do? What did my brother do?
Yeah.
Yes. What did your brother do?
Yeah. Yes, it was Mako. But what about Maki? Does he have his own kind of personal connection to like why is he like looking into this with everybody else?
I'm still thinking about this, but okay, so you guys let me know if there's something that we could do. All right. So I was thinking something about like for Maki's, also depending on like how serious, how devastating the corruption is.
Yeah.
But his was thinking in a line of like, what if we cannot get rid of it? What if it's something that we have to live with? So is there any way that we can try to resist this? Like, and then you see like for Yang is like the corruption is like kind of like an infestations on his skins. So he's with, I don't know. I was thinking something like I don't know. Maybe he's somehow
But are you still like a engineer type person?
Yeah.
So maybe one of your goals could be like creating something. Like I don't know where Mako's at right now, but maybe one of your goals is to create something to kind of like hold it off.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe he's in pain because of it or something, and you kind of like try to create a device that he can wear or something like that just to help him.
Oh.
Yeah. I was exactly. I was thinking about the same things.
Oh,
But it's like, it's like, what if like machines and steels and like
He wants to create a machine that can contain it.
that containers can resist
Oh.
this.
Whoa.
And maybe because I've been
Let's go.
playing a lot of I've been playing a lot of Warhammer recently.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
like the flesh is weak, steel is strong, flesh is corruptible.
You're right about that.
But I don't know if we are at that point. Like that's I don't know. It's a little bit.
What I'm gonna say is that you can try in game. You'll learn if it's possible or not.
Yeah.
So I won't tell you now, but in game you'll learn, find clues. You'll do some like investigating. You'll talk to different like AHA, the researchers. You talk to them. You guys are gonna learn a lot. So those are some good questions to start off, said for Maki. And they'll probably grow, and everything will kind of change and develop as we play more, as you guys know. Oh, I had the themes under here. So they're saving someone or something, loss and recovery. Oh, the loss and recovery of childlike wonder. So I like that because that's what Ghibli movies are about sometimes. Like I think it's only yesterday. You have those moments where you have your innocence and it kind of gets stripped away the more you grow older. And it's kind of, I think it's like very sad that some people lose that.
Mm.
And then one of the themes could be gaining that back. And especially if we went here with Bogo, that could be something for him. Because if he was like hardened by what he saw, and you remember how he was like, he was like the silliest of you guys.
Mm.
I think it's very interesting if like we see him in season 1 and he's like this hardened person. He has a scar over his eye.
Scars. Yep.
I need to change the character.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Change the character art. Oh no, we can't go that dark. That dark. Oh, I forgot his character arc is
Has an eye patch. It's like I've seen some things in the Blackwater wetlands you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. You do want to know why they call it Blackwater? They're like, who is this? Who's this man? No, we don't have to go that dark. But maybe there's like some certain things that internally. But you should see the art. The art doesn't match. It doesn't.
Okay.
And we've already done the art and put in the time. We can't change it.
I feel like I need to open up MS Paint and just draw over it.
Be like, there's like a crappy drawn black
eye patch
over. Like I don't think. I'm like, shout out to the artist. She didn't do that part. There's that small choices with big consequences. Actually, that was a children's campaign.
Yeah.
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 But anyway, we will figure it out a lot more stuff as we play, I think. Okay. So if we were going to create a tagline for the campaign, like a subtitle, you know how movies they'll have the title and then it'll be the subtitle.
Oh,
what would be our kind of, it's like a guiding one-liner, you know?
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, something like that. Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Or that movie with Tom Cruise where he repeats the same day.
Oh,
The tagline is live, die, repeat, you know?
Mm.
So
It's hard to make a tagline without knowing the.
save something.
Someone open Chat GPT. Sorry to be the AI person here, but
all I could think of was the cliches like revelations or revenge.
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 I have a couple written down.
Oh, okay.
Save something precious, even if it changes in the saving.
I like that. Yeah.
The hardest part of growing up is learning who you are when no one's watching.
that was
That's
cool.
a little. Okay.
Grow up, fall down, get back up, and still believe in magic. I think that one was written at 2 a.m.
That's a little.
No.
I didn't take you for that, but
That was it was like 2:30.
It's cute.
That's the part of me that like that
It's
put
whimsy.
that's
I
the
like
that's
it.
my whimsy side that puts the little bell in the interview. Do you know the dinner bell?
I
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
that's
I
that
love the
side of
dinner
me
bell.
that'll add a dinner bell sound.
Don't let it die.
Don't let it die. That's one. That seems very like Mission Impossible. Die Hard 2
Die hard.
with the vengeance. But something like that. So
I like the
We-
first one. The first one is.
I like
kinda
the
first
second one.
I'm with the second
I'm
one.
the
I
second
was like,
one.
Really?
okay, grow up, fall down, get back up. No, I'm kidding. That's number 3.
The second one.
What I say second? I said the hardest part of growing up. That one.
Wait, say it again.
Is it like-
I said save something precious, even if it changes in the saving. That was the first one. The second one is the hardest part of growing up is learning who you are when no one's watching.
Yeah, that
that
one.
one. Yep.
I think John would like it too. What said? He didn't. No, he didn't agree. He hates it. We're gonna have to find a new one.
It's just not the things. I feel like my character is pretty transparent. So when he's alone and when he's with people, he doesn't change much.
Oh,
It's
got
like
it.
Doesn't
Got it.
really
Yeah.
hit a lot. But it's it's something we can
For the campaign as a whole.
yeah. I know. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
a
don't
little
know.
corny though. It's fine.
What? That was it. I knew it was coming out. I knew it.
No,
And
no,
what's your idea, huh? Die Hard?
No. I like
In space, no one
like
can
it.
hear you scream.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Said is
That
like
is the best tagline. It's so good.
said is like
Aliens crazy.
if a tree falls in the forest, did you hear it fall?
That's me.
Yeah, that's your suggestion.
Okay. You know me better than I
Growing
am.
up doesn't have to mean letting go.
Letting go of
Oh.
what?
Oh.
Go,
The campaign
what?
will tell us.
See, you know why Meg said that, you guys? I know why she said it.
Mm.
Meg,
True.
because she hasn't let go of certain things. And of
What
course,
happened?
and of course, her tagline is, "You don't have to let go."
No, it's because
Now-
of the themes. It's because
Now
of the
I'm
themes of letting
curious,
go.
what happened?
Mhm.
You'll learn. Probably in session 1.
Oblivious. Absolutely fucking oblivious.
Absolutely, men. What are we gonna do with them, men?
What are they fucking good for?
Men. Tagline. He says the hardest part of but said it was cheesy. So
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't let me. Don't let me.
Whatever.
No, man. No, it's
I'd hate
good.
to be the bride and you're with her picking out dresses. You're like, it's fine. It's fine. It's like the 5th dress. She's like, ugh. Looks like the last one.
No, but I feel like if it's kind of like if that's one speak to the other characters, then I think we should go for it. Isn't it?
Oh, now you like
Isn't
it.
it?
You guys, he's
Okay,
trying to.
what do
please us.
what
So
do you
public
want
and
me to?
win.
Oh my god!
It's time for. We're getting a divorce. I will send the papers.
The way you do actually argue like a married couple.
Actually,
They're just sick of each other.
that's how you know. That's how you know. That's when I'm like comfortable enough with someone. That's when I start arguing. But you know that it's like all in good fun. Like it's not
Mhm.
malicious at all.
Yeah.
It's mostly funny to me to do it. The hardest part of growing up is learning who you are when no one's watching. It's kind of long though.
It
It's
is.
it's a long tagline.
Yeah.
If a movie did it, it'd be what said?
No, no. It's because it's nothing related because I watched The Office the other
Uh-huh.
days, and the
Mhm.
episode. I don't know if you guys watch it. If you guys haven't watched it, then it doesn't matter.
Well, say it now. He's gonna leave us. He's gonna leave us hanging.
No, it's just there's one bit in there where they trying to make a headline in the newspapers, and he make a very long headline. It's just like super long. So
Yeah.
I just remember that bit. Sorry, let's move on.
Well, one of the themes is when is it time to let something or someone go? There's going to be a big altering, like raise the stakes moment in the middle. It's coming of age. So a tagline.
Growing up doesn't mean letting go.
Oh,
I
No.
mean,
it's because you don't want to let go. It's because
I mean, the themes are growing up,
I
not
mean-
letting go.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
What if
think, if you drop the growing up part and then learning,
Mhm.
what was it? The learning about yourself thing. You could start with that. The hardest thing about learning, the hardest. What was it? The hardest thing about learning.
I guess it's not. It wasn't important. It wasn't good enough to remember.
I have a brain disease. Stop being ableist.
No, it's long. No, yeah, the problem is a little bit long.
No, she
The
threw
hardest-
the A word at me, bro.
The hardest thing about. Oh my god! Am I having a stroke?
She's like, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Hepatiprotect.
Oh, she's having a stroke, you guys.
The hardest thing about.
If you get it, I will literally give you. I will make your next 5 rolls nat 20s.
Oh, let's go.
This is so bad.
No, let's go. Let's go. You're close. You're close.
The
Oh God, I was slightly kidding, but if you do get it, that'll be bad for me.
Okay, don't laugh at me. I'm trying to remember. I forgot.
Meg! The more she thinks about it, the more it slips her mind. That's hilarious.
This happens to me all the time. The only thing coming to my head now is the Adam Sandler film Grown Ups.
What? And what are they saying? Grown ups, you psycho.
Oh, the hardest thing about growing up is learning whilst.
First of all, I never say whilst, so you should know that.
Well, sorry that you don't use grammar.
Whoa.
I feel like that was an attack on me being an American.
Yeah, it was actually. I was like, I feel like whilst is quite British. Oh, sorry. I actually do need to say this to you because Adam asked me to say
Do
this to
you?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
He asked me to ask you guys his words. What is up with Americans not saying the H in herbs?
Some people do.
He asked me to ask you. He wanted me to pass this along to you guys.
The answer is it depends on the person and the region. Because I say herbs,
It's amazing.
and some people say herbs.
Herb.
Herb?
Sorry, it was whilst it was in my brain. I'm so sorry. I'll
To
pass
grow-
that link back onto him.
Okay.
Okay.
Herb.
Herb.
Growing up.
Oh, are you still trying to? Oh, I thought you gave up on it. Let her cook. Let her cook.
Let her go. Let her go.
Have I already? No, I have already said that. I was like, have I already said growing up doesn't mean letting go? I was like, yeah, no, I've said that already.
Yes. Yep.
I was like, 'cause damn, that's kind of fire. But I've already said that one. We know it's fire.
You can't heal what you won't let go. I'm still thinking of just different ones.
Okay.
There's that one. The island remembers what you tried to forget. Not every goodbye
That's
is a
very
cho-
lost coded. I do
is.
like
It
that. I
is.
do like
Yeah.
that the island. I like that. I'm
there-
renaming BB to Faraday.
No. Stop it, Meg. Not every goodbye is a choice. Let
Okay.
go or be taken. Magic lingers, so do regrets. That one's good for Meg, for BB. Growing up isn't safe anymore. Oh god, that's oh my god.
Fogo with a cigarette on the
folks,
dock.
Listen, kid. It's been 5 years.
It's not safe out here.
Get out of here while you can. Handshaking.
Kids can't even grow up anymore because of woke.
I've been here for years.
What are you, one of those iPad kids? Handshaking. Oh my god. Do we want it to lean more whimsical, more hopeful, more tragic? What are we thinking? Should it lean more hopeful?
No.
You
It
know
shouldn't.
me.
No, because the children's arc was all hope, right? There's a
then you have
shift in the
contrast.
adult arc. There's a shift.
So it should lean more what? Like mature and
The fact that like that there's a loss of that childhood whimsy.
okay.
Okay, I like it. Hey,
But-
listen, you know me. You know, I like tragics. You know, if you want to kill my brother, go
What
for
are you
it.
talking about? You say you like tragic, and then 2 sessions in, you say, "I wish I was playing my horny bard."
No. That's the things. I like to play, you know, kind of like not serious characters in a tragic environment. No, I like to play kind of like horny bars, but you know, there's more to him than just being horny. You know, it's not
Okay.
just being horny. Okay.
You know what? Come with me to the other room, please. You guys hear a loud slap.
Just a gunshot.
I walk blood on my footprints as I walk back in. Listen, he'll be fine. Loss of childhood whimsy, like regret, maybe.
It really sucks that it's already a book title because The Knife of Never Letting Go is such a good name.
That is so emo, though. That's
I
so
know, but
emo.
it's so good.
My
but it's all I keep
God.
thinking of. It sucks. It's already a book title.
We might as well turn on. Who's an emo band, Meg?
The fu-
Don't act like you don't know.
Well, I mean, I do, but now I feel like I'm going to be judged by the first band that I say, and that's not like
Yeah.
representative of like what like of who I think is like a good emo band. It's just like
You
the most
don't have-
emo band.
Well,
like,
first
name
of all,
can
I mean,
think of.
yeah, say it. I mean, I am gonna judge you, but like, say it.
Well, the most
it-
emo band name I can think of:
No, just an emo band.
Sleeping with Sirens.
My God.
That sounds
That a-
pretty emo.
That's the name of a band.
Yeah, they're not very good, but sounds pretty emo.
Wouldn't have guessed. Sorry.
They have a good cover of Virus by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Okay, so listen, it should lean more mature. Okay, how about melancholic? That's a good one because it's not super depressing, but it's like, it's kind of like you're sad about what you had to let go, but you're gonna have to live with it because you're an adult now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, like a
yeah.
loss of childhood whimsy.
Yes, I wrote that down. Does regret make sense, or
What
does nobody?
happened?
Oh.
What happened to Bibi? I still don't understand. What happens? Why is she holding grudge?
Oh,
You'll know soon.
I'm so excited for
Loves drama. Okay, so let's see. Loss of childhood whimsy. I wrote that down.
Mhm.
Dark Night of the Soul. I'm kidding.
Huh? Where are you reading that off from?
Don't worry. About
I
it.
think it's also like a reckoning. Like it's 5 years in the
Oh.
making. Like they know that it's kind of coming.
Final
obviously-
reckoning.
Not a final not a final reckoning, a
Oh,
reckoning.
go.
Like
Okay.
there's a reckoning because this is like 5 years in the making. Like there's been signs of it. They know it's kind of coming. They know it's something maybe not that they personally have to deal with, but something
it's-
bad has been brewing for at least a little
Mhm.
bit.
It's like
Because they had it-
encroaching.
Yeah, like Mako's had this for at least 5 years.
Not all goodbyes are loud. That sounds like a lyric.
Mm,
Yeah.
You can't stay in the tall grass forever. The corrupt.
Oh, we did have because the
Yeah,
tagline for Origins was Tales from the Tall Grass.
Yes, it was.
So if the adult one is you can't stay in the tall grass forever.
Let's go.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay, so I like where we're
Mhm.
going. I think it's a
Okay.
little bit too long, but I think we're heading in a good spot.
Okay.
So you can't. Stay
I
in
think
the
you
tall
can't
grass
stay in the
forever.
tall grass forever is good.
But it's a little too long.
less than 10 words.
Come on, think of a movie title. Think of a subtitle under a movie. Obojima.
I mean, in space, people can't hear you screams pretty long. Like that's longer, and that's one of the best taglines of all time.
Obojima. You can't stay in the tall grass forever.
Alien. In space, no one can hear you scream.
That one fits better.
It's longer. Okay, your GM. If you don't like it,
what would make it just like added a little bit more spice? You know what I mean?
Ask ChatGPT to refine it. I keep pushing for ChatGPT. I don't actually use ChatGPT, by the way. Like, I'm just like, just get ChatGPT to do it. I don't actually use it.
It is my second brain in terms of like in organization. I'll be like, I'll throw up all over ChatGPT, and I'll be like, now organize that.
I get it.
I'm not doing
but
that.
the thing is, I know if I do it, it will be like a dam breaking, and I will never use my brain again. So like, I get it though.
You're like, I will never be the same.
Genuinely, I don't use my brain as it is. Like, I don't have a job. Like, I don't.
Meg, this is not the time.
Okay.
Not the time. Not the time. You guys, she's gonna have a breakdown on stream, and this is not it.
No, I live my best life. I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend, man. I'll do
Okay.
fucking anything. I just play video games all day.
Meg, this is not it. So
this is not lamenting.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so you can't stay in the tall grass forever. I don't know. What's missing? That's why I'm asking you guys, because more brains is better than one. Having 3 brains is better than my one.
I'm trying to figure out how you can fit aging and the corruption into that phrase. So I'm like, what words could you do? Because it can't be like leaving the dry tall grass. It's like, nah, that doesn't. The tall grass is dry. No, it's such
You
an
can't
evocative
stay in the
title.
tall grass if the tall grass is gone because of the corruption.
there we go. Perfect.
Oh my
I think we got it. And obviously it needs a little. It needs a little je ne sais quoi. Come on, you guys.
Come on, brain.
How about no one stays in the tall grass forever?
That's longer.
No, it's not. Even the tall grass lets go.
What about like
Getting worse.
It's a word. It's a word shorter.
How about like what's lurking under the tall grass?
Whoa, that's a horror Obojima campaign.
Hey, I mean,
No, I mean throw that idea so that we're.
Mhm.
I like you can't stay in the tall grass forever.
Yeah.
now you like it?
No, I
You said
like
it
it,
too
but
long.
I thought it maybe.
You need-
Leaving
you
the
need
tall grass
something?
forever.
I like it because it just invokes like this image of like I could stay here forever, you know? Like like that.
While the
like,
world is falling apart, but you can't. Like you have to go out. You have to do
like
something.
you have to go be an
Yeah,
adult. You
okay.
have to go and
Mhm.
you have to go and sort this out.
Oh god. Okay,
I love
so
it. I love
you
it. I just
can't-
think it's so good.
you don't have to go home, but you can't stay in the tall grass forever.
Yeah, like
Is
it
it-
just
that's-
evokes this.
No,
yeah.
that's the subtitle.
Yeah.
What?
Elder had churros. Just out. That's his favorite line.
You, the tall grass only hides you so long. No, not forever. In the tall grass. No staying in the tall grass. That's one.
Don't stay in the tall
Tall grass. Tall grass won't keep you.
Can I make one last argument for why I think it's perfect as it
Which
is?
one? Oh,
Can I make one last argument?
yeah.
Obviously, tagline for Kids Arc was Tales from Tallgrass, right?
Well, it was Obojima Origins, the first journey.
Oh.
I remember it being Tales from Tallgrass for some reason. Okay,
you
ignore
saw
that.
that.
Then.
Yeah. It was
Ignore
the
that
first
then.
journey.
But like,
The final journey.
Whoa! Am I
But,
gonna
like,
kill you guys at the end?
the whole thing of like the Kids Arc is like we're evoking this like whimsy and like best friends forever and like you never have friends like you do when you're 12. That whole thing, and it ended on like this whole like everyone putting their hands together and spitting on your hands and like under the stars in the back of the car and that whole thing, and like I could be in this moment forever, right? The tagline, you can't stay in the tall grass forever, just immediately taking you straight back out of it. Like you have to go be an adult, you have to go and do like it just immediately like shatters it just immediately like breaks apart like the childhood whimsy of it all, but you're still like with those characters.
So
like,
is it Obojima? Okay, so I'm still gonna call it Obojima Origins. That's the the movie title.
Sure.
The subline is you can't stay in the tall grass forever. It's so long. I can't put that in a YouTube title. First journey is quick. Obojima Origins, the first journey.
I get it. I see the issue now.
It's a YouTube title. I feel like I wrote something down before. You guys can't think of anything?
I'm thinking like really hard. I'm like,
I'm like memories of the tall grass or echoes of the tall grass. I was like, no.
Echoes of the tall grass, not bad. Let's see this.
something of corruption.
Of corruption?
Yeah, like blank of corruption.
The seed of corruption?
Seed
I
of
don't
corruption. It's more than a seed, though, at this point, right?
Mhm.
But it does that could represent like we're trying to find the core issue.
Yeah, maybe.
The seed is the we're getting to the root of the issue.
Yeah.
Root of
The root
corruption.
of corruption. Yeah.
Oh no! Okay, so the first part's still going to be called Obojima Origins. Okay. I like it, and even though it could lean dark, like that could actually go in like a grim dark game, but it is called the corruption in the world, so it makes sense.
Yeah. And like hopefully people have seen all of the children's arc. They'll know what the corruption's referring to.
Yeah.
You know? So it's
But
not going to be like, oh, that's really dark, corruption. They'll be like, oh my god, they're going into the corruption, you know?
Also, it's okay. Let's see. When we let go, what remains? The ashes in the tall grass. Oh my god.
The ashes in the tall grass? I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's poetic. Heavy.
Mhm.
But if we add the corruption in there, that is kind of like, yeah, you kind of know immediately what the campaign's about. Ashes in the corruption. I'm kidding. That was bad. Okay, so let's vote. We have two. We have ashes in the tall grass or the root of corruption. That's 4 words. And the other one is 5.
I like them both, actually. I don't know.
I prefer Root of Corruption now that I know that Tales from the Tall Grass wasn't at all mentioned in the first bit.
Oh, yeah, that's
because the tall grass thing doesn't make sense now.
Well,
because we haven't mentioned the tall grass at all.
it's the name of the book is called, technically it's called Obojima Tales from the Tall Grass.
Yeah, but
so it's probably where you saw it. It's around. It's not
I did
like
the reading.
Yeah.
I did the reading.
I read everybody.
Yeah. If we'd mentioned the tall grass at any point, the first one, but because we haven't, the second one. But I like them both.
The second one.
The Root of Corruption.
The Root of Corruption.
Mm-hmm. And we came up with that one together.
Yes.
So I
like
it
it.
a lot.
I like it. There we go. New campaign title, adult campaign title is The Root of Corruption. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
The way if we ever told anybody how long it took us to come up with that.
What are you talking about? This is workshopping. This is
It's not that bad, honestly. I'll say.
Oh my god, I'm just seeing that Michael somebody said Maki fuckboy would be incredible.
Huh?
I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at the comments in the stream.
In
Michael,
where?
I'm just realizing Michael left some comments. Oh, he left a lot of ideas. Sorry. If you
Michael, no.
Oh no.
if you can't turn the page, the book may burn. This guy.
Oh, okay.
Michael gets started immediately.
Opening the next door means you have to close others. Shooting from the hip. He said also hi.
Hey.
An Age of Harvest and Hope, Season of Corruption.
Season of Corruption. That's a good one.
Sorry, I'm caffeinated. But I think we kind of. I'm seeing these comments late, but like I think we landed on a good one.
She should have looked at these comments 20 minutes ago.
I know. I'm sorry. This actually would have helped us get to something quicker. Okay. New campaign title is Obojima Origins: The Root of Corruption. Sounds like a Sarah J. Maas book.
No, that'd be Court of Corruption.
It'd
be like Court of Corruption and Ashes. Oh, she already has one of Ashes, actually.
Yeah, no, she would.
Kingdom of
definitely.
Ashes.
She's
you can slate them all you want. They're fucking good. Okay.
I mean,
they're not good.
They're not
like,
good.
They entertained me.
Yeah, of course. He said no. What you guys found is great. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
So kind of last thing, what is the new North Star question? What is that one question? Once this is answered, this entire campaign is over.
What is the root?
What?
Of
I feel like it has to be two.
Easy.
It has to be
Easy.
like kind of two North.
That's a good one though. That's a good one. That's simple and makes sense. But what are you saying, Mick?
I feel like there maybe needs to be two North Star questions for the A and B plot.
For your B plot is that's for you. We'll decide that. You know.
Oh well, then
once we go over like goals.
Then?
That's
it then.
that doesn't sound poetic enough. Well, what's causing it then?
Well,
why is it happening?
What else?
Okay, once we answer this question, the campaign is finished.
Ooh. How do we uproot the corruption?
How do we stop the corruption?
Can we even stop it? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The campaign ends when we find out if we can stop it, not when we stop it, just if we can stop it.
So yeah, it could be like a can question.
Because I would say it should be two, because then it could be like 1, stop the corruption, and then 2, I would say like, personally, does our character feel fulfilled?
Oh.
When those questions are answered, then it ends. But if it's just the one, then I'd say, when the corruption's finished.
That's a good question for when you feel like your personal character arc is complete. Because maybe that finishes before you figure out what happens to the corruption.
That's what I mean. They should both be.
What I mean is, this is the question. Once answered, we know the campaign is finished, but you still have your own kind of goals that could be answered before this one. And that doesn't mean the campaign's over.
But what I mean is like, what if we stop the corruption or whatever?
Yeah.
But like, they're two completely separate things. Like, I don't.
Right, they are.
That like this is so broad. Like, what question? Like, what do you want the question to pertain to? Do you want it to be to do with the corruption? Do you want it to be to do with our personal acts? Do you want it to be?
Well, because you said
the third thing.
You said that when I asked about the connections to the corruption, why you want to defeat it, learn more about it, etc. You did say a chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah.
So you already kind of have a connection to it. So once that connection is fulfilled, maybe it also answers that final North Star question as well. Maybe once Bogo figures out the root of it, that deep-seated fear goes away. There's that.
Yeah. No.
Once Maki figures out how can we resist it, it also kind of answers the North Star question. So maybe your overall kind of personal goals should be connected to it, even if it's like tangentially. And you guys already told me, so I mean, you guys are connected to it. You made your connections, so. So what do we want the question to be? Michael, you have any suggestions? I'll wait for him. But Seth said, he said, what is the root of corruption?
Mm-hmm. And I think that might be good because then we can understand if it is natural or if it's something that does need to be stopped. Because it's like, oh, this is something that naturally occurs on the island, so there's not much we can do. Or if it's like, oh, this is some weird alien presence, we can try to get that out of here.
Yes, yeah. Make a box. Put it in a box. Ship it to the next island.
I don't know. I just feel like there could be more.
More what?
Follow up on that. You know,
a longer question.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like our goals seem similarly aligned. Like we all want to investigate it in some sort of capacity.
Right. Yeah.
What I'm saying is this question. Do we feel like
what?
Not like, oh, we gave it our best, but do we feel?
Oh.
I don't know how to word it. Oh, like, do we feel like we can not like completed our goal because it's not like a goal. Like BB's reason for joining it. Like, I mean, trying to stop it is obviously like because she wants to feel like she's putting herself on the right path. So like her North Star question in that sense would be, does she feel like she's on the right path? That would be her North Star question. But to make it a group question, I don't know how to word that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not talking about BB's question right now.
Yeah, I know.
What? Oh, Scott, I'm confused. Are you trying to figure out how her arc connects to the North Star question? Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to figure out how to word the question. I'm saying, so if, like, I'm saying BB's whole thing for joining is she wants to be on the right path, right? So if it was specifically like the North Star question was for her, the question would be, does she feel like she's on the right path? But I'm trying to, like, as a group, sort of like encompass, you know, like if it's to be our goal,
mm-hmm.
It has to be to do with the corruption and stuff, right? The North Star question.
It has to do. I mean, it makes sense. It is the main plot of the campaign, and once that main plot is answered, the campaign's over.
Yeah, so it should be to do. I personally, I don't know. I think it should be to do with like the reason why we set out to stop/investigate the corruption. But I'm trying to word a question that encompasses the whole group. I can't do that.
I think once you answer that question, what is the root of corruption? Once you answer that, it does answer the question.
Well, we'll do that then.
Why you set out?
We'll do that then.
Michael
I
said,
can't think of a better one.
Can renewed hope outshine the root of your fear? That is vague. He said maybe too vague. Let me cook. Yeah, it's vague.
Yes,
But
I think the like we're trying to figure out what is the root of the corruptions, but it's I don't think it doesn't mean that like once we figure it out at the end of the campaign, I think we can still like open up for like, okay, now we know what the root of the corruption is, like what can we deal with it, how can we deal with it,
Yeah, like
something like that.
So
maybe that's like a mid campaign
yeah.
question then. Got it.
Okay.
So what should the ending question then be? If this is like the mid campaign, because mid campaign we've already decided like something big is going to happen.
Yep.
This is hard.
I mean,
Uproot is
so
good.
the
There's something there.
Oh yeah.
Uproot is good. There's something there. Not uproot, just root.
Mm-hmm.
Will corruption or camaraderie be uprooted?
I mean, can we reclaim what was lost to the corruption? I don't know. That I think is going on a different tangent.
Yeah. Time to ask my good friend.
ChatGPT.
I won't say.
It's just a little
Mostly
demon
it's a little demon, yeah, that I typed to.
keep
it's
in
in
your
my-
closet.
It's in my computer.
I mean, like, I feel like we can also kind of wait to see how the story develop a little bit instead of trying to figure out how we end the stories, like
Right
right
now?
now. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we did it for the children's arc. We still kind of still answered that question,
Yeah.
but that was only 6 sessions.
I feel like it was easier for the children's arc. I don't know why.
The stakes are bigger here.
Yeah, the
Mm.
stack is smaller. We have so I mean, like we have a kind of like mid campaign midpoints North Star. We can just follow that North Star for now, and then see how the story develop, and then we can, decide what is the campaign ending kind of question later.
So the mid question is though, like we're finding the root of the corruption, correct? Okay. So I guess it'd be more of a character question, like when we do find that root, like I guess what would our goals be after that?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And we won't know until we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bogo he's going to be completely different. Like, 30 kids, heavy,
two ex-wives,
2 ex-wives, heavy cigarette addiction. Who knows who he'll be by the end. So are you saying there is that option of like just we have the midpoint one, waiting till how everybody turns out then, or like what you've learned, and then answer? Hi.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least like maybe at the midpoint or whatever, we'll have a better idea of how the world looks, what our intentions with our characters are a bit more too.
Okay, listen, little demon that I typed to in my computer got some ideas. So once that midpoint is answered, now you start to think about what it means, what the corruption means, what it costs, and what you must choose once you understand it. Does that make sense?
I thought that's
Whatever.
what we-
No.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
think it's
I
just
thought
missing
that's
the
what-
context of what the corruption is, because then I was like, well,
We don't
'cause
know
the
what
one-
it is.
The one it cost thing like kind of confused me a bit, but
What it costs.
mhm.
What it's costing. Like, what is it ruining? I guess.
Oh, by still existing.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
That's what we weigh. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I thought that's the direction that we're heading at.
Right,
But the-
reduction. What must we let go of to save what matters? You know, that
My
kind of like
brother.
letting go is coming back around again. One of the themes. What is it? Oh, what does it mean to heal a wound that never stops growing? It's kind of
Okay.
like this thing I don't want spoilers, but like once you guys learn more about it, you guys are gonna start thinking differently about it.
Okay.
So I think maybe just having that midpoint one is good for now.
Yeah.
Did we empathize with the source? Oh wait, sorry. No, that's spoilers.
Hey,
Because I was trying to think of like would it be like if we stop it, something bad happens, and so then we have that moral conundrum. Okay.
Like it's the corruption's actually stopping a greater evil.
oh,
Ah,
by getting rid of the
snap.
corruption.
It's
what?
not book one, Mistborn.
Like a
again,
fucking
no.
demon just rips
Oh.
open the sky.
It is book one Mistborn. I was about to say what book or movie does that. I was like, I just read
Yeah.
this.
Book one, Mistborn. That's what it is.
Exactly. I don't.
Haven't read Mistborn.
Ah.
It's on my TBR though.
Do it.
Yes. Vin makes a choice. That's all I'll say. That's literally all I'll say. Okay. So we decided new plan. Stick with the midpoint question for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now and then what? See how we feel once we get there?
Maybe I say like a 0.5 again. But maybe we don't need a 0.5 again, but maybe just have like a little
We'll have a chat.
yeah,
we can
about
like
the North Star
yeah.
question again.
yeah, we'll meet in like a VC for like 30 minutes or something. I
Yeah,
don't
for
know.
like another North Star question.
Yeah.
At the midpoint.
We might even figure it out before we get to the midpoint, like as we
Yeah.
as
we
the
learn
story
more.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say yeah. People will change. You guys will learn new things, and then what? By that point, you'll have a better idea
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so.
Mhm.
of how to like
Definitely.
finalize all of this.
Yeah, we'll have more context for pretty much everything as well. So
Yeah, Mike said it's a mid-season finale, like a musical. The Act One finale does allow an
Yeah.
intermission.
Yep.
You
you go.
right, you
Michael,
right.
you're so right.
Thank you for relating it to musicals.
True.
Nice touch.
Michael gets
Call me after. Let's talk about Wicked.
it.
Wicked. Oh,
Wow, what a battle cry.
Thank you.
Chills.
Do you feel it? You felt the
Yeah,
chills?
I felt it.
That's great. I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy now.
oh wow.
By this point, you'll have a better idea of what how to end this thing.
I guess. Hopefully.
is
How
Um,
will
yeah,
how
yeah,
will
I would think so.
how we'll focus on ending the campaign is what I'm gonna put down. Okay. Campaign.
Campagna.
Campagna.
I love saying campaign like that.
Okay. Meg, have you seen the TikTok thing, the 100 UK versus 100 Americans? Please tell me.
No.
Oh God. Just look it up. It's a whole thing.
I have
will-
seen this one TikTok of these black women in New Jersey pranking their mum that they signed her up for 100 humans versus one gorilla though. And she like
What?
loses her fucking mind. But it's like the comments were like a load of black people being like, I fucking love black people. And I meant to send it to you. I'll find it. I liked it. I bookmarked
Find
it
it.
specifically to send to you. I'll
Okay.
try and find it to send to you though.
This is the new midpoint North Star. I'm gonna write that down. But the thing is, like this, like British guy was like, 100 UK versus 100 Americans, who would win? Like in a fight, and then Americans were like, just do 100 British versus 80-degree weather. And I was like, oh no, it's true. They're like, if you want a real challenge, do 100 Americans versus like the metric system or something. What's the system we don't use?
That's
Yeah.
The metric system? Yeah,
Yep.
we're done.
Metric system.
We're done.
Just do like 100 Americans versus like British food.
Yeah, no, that's what somebody said. Meg, you're gonna go down a whole line, and then someone started showing British food, and I was like, there was like a
Wartime
huge-
rationing.
oh my god, I don't know what you guys are doing there, but that would take us out.
This place is a miserable country. Like this isn't like. It's not a brag that we would win, to be honest. It's like just like it's not a brag.
I don't know. I don't understand. Like you guys do a thing where you put something like very like delicious together with something not. I don't know why you guys do that. You guys do that a lot.
Like what? Like what?
Uh,
There's like okay, I have an example. A huge like a baked potato, and then they'll start putting like not just cheese. Oh, I watched a TikTok of it.
Beans.
And then it started just getting ruined. Yeah, tuna. I was like, stop.
Ooh.
No. That's all it needs. Oh my god. They're still
Are
going.
you serious? No. Best jacket potato. The best jacket potato
jacket
is
potato. Okay.
Why are you laughing at that? It's a jacket
No.
potato.
Go on. I want to.
You put your beans on first, and then your cheese, so the cheese melts on the beans, and then you put your tuna.
That's gross.
Yeah. Then your sweet corn.
That is disgusting.
Wait, hold on.
That's what and it looks
Some
so
people
gross.
some people put coleslaw on it as well, but I don't like coleslaw, so I don't.
Stop.
Bean goes.
Stop. That's the
bean
whitest
and
thing I've ever
cheese.
heard. It's
And
the
tuna.
most British thing I
Sweet
could.
corn.
It's gross.
Do you have toad in the
Um,
hole?
Toad in the we have toad in the hole.
Okay, good.
Michael said 100 Americans will defeat themselves before getting anything done. Like, yeah, yes. They're like we would fight each other. but like there's so many good reasons why. Just you'll go down a whole hole. There even like British people would be like, no. There's like British people who live in America who for like years now, and they'd be like, no, Americans are built different. And I was like, yeah, I get it.
I just like if
They're
it was
like, we don't. They're like they don't have healthcare. They're angry people. And I was like,
Yeah, that's true actually. That's
and I
very
was like,
true,
and I was like,
about
just if we just did 100 people from Florida,
that.
crazy.
Yeah, but then,
Florida man.
if we said
100
like
Florida men, like Meg, no,
we said-
Meg, I've heard all of it. I've heard someone said,
listen, if we sent 100 crackheads from Stoke,
no, Meg,
I think it would be
No.
curtains. I think it would be curtains.
no, this is what
Let them
so-
fight.
so many British people are like, yeah, but if we sent this, but it's like,
Listen,
But
physicality,
the
you guys
Americans-
have us beat. You guys
if
have
it's
us beat.
what?
But
what?
if just pure physicality, you guys have us beat, right? We are like our teeth are fucked. We have like there's no sun over here. Like we're just weeds. We're like at the sun and everything, right? But our like if you like the guys that are in the pub at like 7 a.m. on a weekday, right?
Okay.
They don't eat food and they just live on pints at the pub and like tobacco and like they're just crackheads, right? Like if we sent those guys from like the roughest parts of the UK, there might be a chance.
The
We
reason I
might be
say
able to like beat up one of your guys.
the reason I say no is because like your roughest guys are kind of like the tame version of the guys here. They're like, okay, yeah, but like also there's like women who there's like women in Waffle Houses who go through more than like what those toughest guys go through. So like,
That's true.
so yeah, I'm like,
I
know-
I just mean
I
that, like,
understand what you mean.
like,
have you
they'd
listened
maybe
to
be able to take like one or
Krakens.
two of your guys, you know? Like our crackheads would have a fighting chance.
Okay.
You know?
That's what you're sending, all right?
Maybe. That's
have
what
you,
they said.
Mac, have you listened to like your British rap?
Right, our British rap.
Someone said, yeah, but the Brummies and the Scousers or something.
Right,
All
okay.
Of, listen,
right, no, right, okay.
all Americans laughed at that. All we did was like when we heard Scousers, they're like, they sounded like Harry
Scousers
Potter words.
pissed me off, man.
They sounded
Scousers
like
pissed
Harry
me off
Potter
so
words.
bad.
So.
Right, Do you know what the
Liverpudlian,
actual
mate.
word? Yeah, exactly. Scousers, right? The actual name for Scousers is Liverpudlians. Who is scared of someone who is called a Liverpudlian?
Not us. Not us over
Exactly.
here. We're not.
Right, Scousers piss me off so bad, right? Because so the thing with Liverpudlians is they don't sing the national anthem.
Oh god.
Right? And they think they're so fucking hard for it. I don't sing the national anthem. Oh my god. It's nothing. It's a nothing thing. And they think they're so fucking scary for it. I hate them. I hate the Scouts. Whatever. I'm on stream saying that.
Someone's argument was like, yeah, but have you? Oh my gosh.
Brummies are even more annoying. And they're
like, have you heard of the Brummies and the Scousers? And I was like,
Brummies have the worst accent. In the
we
UK.
were like,
they sound like this. My best friend's Brummie as well. So
do
I can
it.
say
Do
this.
the accent.
She's like, oi, Babs, you want to come round for a Boston cup of tea? They sound like that. They're
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oi, Bob, you want to come around for a Boston cup of tea? They sound like that.
Cup of
They're
tea.
awful. It's not good. That wasn't a good impression, but they do sound like that.
But I've heard just people just rip into just the name because it just sounds silly to us, even though it probably are. Maybe they're hard people. Maybe they're tough.
They're not.
But it sounds
like,
silly.
They're rough. They're rough areas.
That's
historically.
Sure.
Historically.
No doubt.
Historically. Like, Peaky Blinders is set in Birmingham. Who the fuck is scared of Peaky Blinders? Peaky Blinders. Right, okay, right. For reference, I don't know if you've ever even seen Peaky Blinders. If there is a group of more than 3 men.
We sent her off.
If there is a group of more than 3 men walking down the street, me and Adam go, oi, look, it's the Peaky Blinders. Like, that's the kind of reputation Peaky Blinders. No, I just get so fucking pissed off. It does my head in.
There is you can look up any day and type next to it, type in Florida man. You'll find something horrible that was done in Florida. You'll find a man who ate somebody's face, and people said he was on bath salts, but when he was shot and killed and they did a toxology report, he was only I think he was like just high or something, like so he was just eating a guy's face. That's just Florida. Now don't go to the don't go to New York, don't go to the Bronx or Boston or Detroit.
Boston.
I actually just listened to a podcast episode about that guy who did the bath salts. The man whose face got eaten, his life actually got a lot better after that because he was homeless. And because of all the stuff that happened, like his face got eaten, he got like really good healthcare and people fundraised for him. And now he lives in like a halfway house type thing that's all paid for him. And he has like good housing and stuff. And he's like, yeah, my life got infinitely better after that. Like, yeah, now he has like a stable income and stuff. So good for him.
Oh, sure.
So what's the lesson
is it worth it?
Lessons.
Okay.
I mean,
we're gonna end the live on that note. We wound up
way too far.
We will see you guys in episode 1 in a couple weeks.
Oh my god.
It's going to be a very interesting story. People are going to figure out who has a grudge against who.
Classes we are.
What kind of enemies to lovers arcs are getting kicked off. We'll see. But episode 1, this is going to be fun. Everybody's artwork should be finished by then. Bogo's is done. So good.
I'm so
good.
I'm
so excited.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see you guys next time, whoever's watching. See you at episode 1 of the adult arc, where everything changes.
Oh my
What was the tagline again? Obojima Origins.
Oh my god.
Meg, if you remember this, free reroll session 1, Meg.
Got this. Easy.
What is the tagline of this new campaign? Come on.
The root of corruption.
Ah!
Hey.
Let's go.
Free reroll. We'll see you guys then.
Bye. Bye.